Great afternoon, great Sunday afternoon, everyone. Tis Catherine Beasley coming to you with my daily message, which is brought to you by the church sermon given this morning. Uh, I watched my church service at Impact DCD here a little earlier, and so I wanted to share some of what I took away from that sermon today with you all because it was really helpful. It put some things in perspective and it charged me up to get going, right? I have some things to work on today that are going to have me doing exactly what I'm about to share with you. And I'm really excited for it because it's time and there's just confirmation coming to me from many different areas. So I'm going to make sure that I take advantage of that word and let it continue to fill me and move me forward. And hopefully you'll get something out of this quick video for you. So one of the things that they're doing is a series on generosity. And Pastor Thibodeau spoke about the fact that there are different ways to be generous, right? And I'm going to start here with the "you are rich, act like it" words that I put here, because many people equate rich and wealth, right? Riches and wealth with money. And that's just not the way that it works. That is one of the ways that it works, excuse me. But really, people are rich, people are wealthy in so many different ways. And we need to recognize that wealth and that richness in ourselves to help us move forward. So when we are rich not only in wealth, and if we're not, that's fine. We have family that makes us rich, family that cares about us, family that we care about. We have a roof over our heads that makes us rich. We have knowledge. We have a skill, right? So we can be rich in so many things. So for you, I challenge you to sit down and write out a brain dump, really, about what it is that you know, what it is that you're good at. What it is that people ask you about all the time, like come to you for that kind of advice to get an answer because they feel that you are an authority in that, right? You are rich in so many different ways. And one of those is the way that you can and do help people develop that, right? And take ownership of it and do something with it. Share it with people. Don't wait for them to ask you questions. Go ahead and offer that richness, that greatness in you to others by putting it in a course, right? We can talk about that. Or just writing about it yourself and being able to present it to people. Sharing your gift is really important, but recognizing that you have the gift is really key. So again, take some time and just sit quietly and think about yourself. Think about what people think about you. Ask them what it is that they think of and that you're good at, right? Get that information and start to use it to build you up and also to share that gift. And I love this picture of these kids, right? They are just happy. It doesn't matter. They don't look like they have monetary riches, right? It could have just been out playing and got dirty, whatever it is. They are so joyful and happy. And that's where we want to get, right? With ourselves and be able to share that with others and identifying what your richness is and what you're good at can help you to start to feel that feeling. I feel it just looking at the picture personally. And so here I want to say to you, after you've identified what your gift is, you have to share your gift. We talked about generosity, or they did in today's, it was third part of the series on generosity. And so the visuals that Pastor used were one, a spoon, and two, a ladle. And it was very interesting how the spoon was used to represent you feeding yourself, while the ladle was indicating how you were feeding others, your generosity with yourself versus your generosity with others. And you need to do both, right? We are always talking self-care. We are always making sure that we take care of ourselves first, because then we have something to give to others as well. But it's not only about taking care of yourself and being generous with yourselves. Once you identify that God-given gift that you have, whether you recognize it to be that or not is something else. But once you identify your innate gift, the thing that you can do without even thinking about it, that could be helpful to other people, even if it's not helpful in a way that you think it would be, right? Share your story because it will help someone. You may not know it touched someone. They may not be willing to tell you that your story touched them. But just sharing that information will be helpful. The same with your gift, right? Whatever it is that you're good at, find a way to develop it and to be able to share it with someone, right? We have some friends that are really great in basketball, right? So they developed a program that they're teaching the young kids in our neighborhood how to play ball, right? And that in and of itself is just amazing to me, right? Obviously, everyone in the hood, right, wants to play ball or whatever, but the giving of their time and the sharing of their skill set is a way that they are sharing their gift with the community and making a huge difference in the lives of these children who have something to do now, who are developing themselves. And obviously, I'm assuming, right, that it's not just about the skill set and ball, right? They're learning teamwork. They're learning to be confident in themselves. They're learning to try, right? After failure, they keep trying until they learn, right? So they're learning resilience, right? So being able to share that skill set enables them to impact the lives of those kids in so many different ways. So I have tremendous respect for them and anyone in our community doing things like that. But they're sharing their gifts, right? It fed them. They got to college on scholarships and were able to do what they did. And then they're using it and using that ladle in order to share it with others. As one example, every one of us has a gift inside of us, and it's time for us to be generous with others and share those gifts in whatever capacity that we can. Hopefully, this helps you. I am now about to go ahead and start to work on what I think my gift is and present it or create the outline that's going to allow me to share it with other people as well. And I will tell you this too, share it for free, but there's nothing wrong with you sharing your gifts and allowing yourself to earn a living with that to reach the other form of riches that we talked about, right? The wealth part of it as people standardly think about. So there's nothing wrong with monetizing your gift, but you want to make sure that you develop it, right? And make sure that what you monetize is actually giving value. Don't just chalk something out there and hope that people buy it and you're not really giving value, right? So with that, I will end this. Hopefully you have a great rest of your Sunday. Hit me up. Let's chat. If you have any questions about how to do this, if you want to discuss it, I look forward to chatting with y'all. So bye-bye.